Just go to the next bit now. Jazakallah Hamza as Riyab as well for jumping in. So Khuddam news, as I said at the beginning, so much has been happening in the news, so we can't cover everything. But we'll check out the front papers, and it's basically out of our favor, guys, because we are from the Midlands. And as you can see, just from the headlines, the North sees red, tears of rage and disbelief. And just from the images, you get an idea of what the papers are talking about. And the Metro is saying the North sees red is how the Metro headlines its lead, which says Mr. Johnson is facing a furious backlash after the government said areas placed under the toughest restrictions would receive no additional financial help. Yeah, and the Daily Mail is also saying senior conservatives have warned that Mr. Johnson will face the biggest revolt of the parliament over the new measures during next week's vote. And the Daily Telegraph saying the top story reports that 34 million people are now worse off under the new COVID tier restrictions than they were before England's second national lockdown, which the papers illustrates with two before and after maps. The paper says Prime Minister Boris Johnson now faces a rebellion from his MPs over the unfair system when it is put to a Commons vote on Tuesday. So as you can see, guys, most of the South and some parts of the West are all in tier two. But unfortunately, Birmingham, Midlands, Walsall, Wolverhampton, all of us, they're saying we could be into tier three up until mid January, even up to March time. So God knows how this was decided, but it is what it is. So let's try and see how the next few months will be for us. Going to sports now, I think the biggest news that's dominated all the papers is about Maradona. So I thought I'd put a few facts about Maradona that we may not have known. As you know, Maradona did pass away just on Wednesday, and he basically went before, I think it was around the 20th, initially for psychological reasons. And when they did further investigations, they said he's fine. He won't. There's nothing wrong with him. Then they found a blood clot in his brain, and it wasn't that because of that he died, but later on the 25th, so about 5 days later, he actually had a heart attack. Maradona was loved throughout the world. I can talk all day about him, to be honest. A role model for myself as well. Someone who is split into two personalities. So some people say Diego was one person and Maradona was another person. Diego was that person that his loved ones, his fans all knew him for, the people back home. But Maradona was the footballer that everyone knew, both for good reasons and also bad reasons. He was so loved that people made their own religion out of him, and that religion is called the the Maradoniana, which is basically the Church of Maradona. It's literally a religion created by three people back in 1998, and to this day it's still going strong. So Maradona is so loved around the world that they even say that Cristiano Ronaldo, and Messi, they can only dream of having the love of their fans, just like Maradona did. It, that's how much people followed him as a person. Uh, I, as we're talking about, we always have to talk about religious sides of everything. His religious beliefs were Catholicism, so he was a Catholic. But here's a really good quote which I wanted to read out, and he said, "God makes me play well. That is why I always make the sign of the cross when I walk out onto the field. I feel I would be betrayed him. I will be betraying him if I didn't." And now, if you see, not many people doing that before. When he started doing it, people started picking that up. And now, if you see a lot of footballers now, famous footballers, that before they go onto the pitch, they'll touch the grass, and they'll do the cross before they start playing. And that largely started from Diego Maradona. So that's a few facts. And also, he is also basically known for his famous goal, the hand of God. And when the press asked him about it, he said, "I scored the goal a little with the head of Maradona and a little with the hand of God." So that goal is famously known as the hand of God. So these are just a few facts about Diego Maradona, a great footballer, a questionable personality, but at the same time, the world loved him. And you can see here how they said over tens of thousands of people came to Argentina, where he died, just to be able to be in that same area. And when he did pass away, you can see at the bottom here how his coffin was covered with the flag of Argentina and his shirts of number 10, both for Argentina and for his club as well. An amazing footballer. And I was even watching a video about Gary Lineker on the BT Sports, and he was explaining how I spent 3 days with him, and in those 3 days, I really understood how he was from a different planet. He said he juggled the football, meaning he was doing keepy uppies from the changing room right up until the middle of the football, the center where you kick the ball to start the match, and he was kicking the ball up right into the air, and he would do that 13 times, and he would kick it so high and he wouldn't even move when it would fall down. So basically he was kicking it so high that it would come down, up and down, up and down. He did it 13 times. And he said all of us other professional footballers who were seen as the all-stars at that time, we tried doing it and we barely managed to do three. And by the time they kicked the third one, they would be running miles just to try and catch the ball. So this was his relationship with him and the ball. It was unbelievable. So there's also very good documentaries about him. So that's why I just wanted to point this out. It dominated headlines this week. So even when I was talking to the guest who's going to come on today, while I was on the phone to him, I just got the message straight away that Maradona died. So I had to like quickly close the call and read more into it. So this is Diego Maradona. If you guys don't know about him, I'm sure you know about him now. Quickly on the weather, before we go to the last segment. Weather this week is mostly cloudy. There's going to be fog, and some bits of rain as well throughout the week. So do watch out for that. And lastly, Black Friday. As you know, today is the 27th, Black Friday. I don't know why they call it black, to be honest, but we'll take benefit from the sales. If you go to ASOS, they have almost up to 70% sale. In New Look as well, up to 50%. And Boohoo Man, which is something new, which I didn't know about, but one of the young Khadims was pointed out to me. You can also go check that out. Go into the website, and they have a big offer, up to 60% off everything. Foot Locker as well. If you're into shoes, you can check that out. Top Man, 25% off. And this one, Nike, which I personally just looked into just a few days ago. They have a big sale, and on top of that, there is a code that you can use if you're not a student, which is Shine 2020. So you can use Shine 2020 to get a further 20% off. So do check that out, guys, if you are interested, if you want to get good deals. And I'll just also go over to Mubariz as well. So Mubariz is going to give us the deals, more to do with the tech side of it, computers, phones, etc. So Mubariz, could you just jump on quickly and just let us
Assalamualaikum, Rafi Saab. Assalamualaikum to all.
know?
Rafi Saab, our Khuddam night is being monetized now because we are promoting so many brands today. And the second thing that it's a good news that you are watching BTTV. So there are so much packages regarding BTTV you can avail with BT Sports. Now in the BT TV box you can have Sky Sports. Now you can have a Now Entertainment package with all Sky channels. You don't
Yeah.
need to use your Sky box. If you are with BT TV, you can avail Sky channels as well. So your question was really good that you don't know, or we all also don't know about what the Black Friday is,
Mhm.
why it's called Black Friday, because in 1929 there was a collapse in the Wall Street index stock exchange in America, in US, where they are going to be bankrupt. The whole stock exchange of Wall Street, the tycoons are there nowadays like Tesla and Amazon, but at that time in 1929 it was going to be collapsed and bankrupt. So the people there, they just build their economy, they support the economy, they support the stock exchange, and they buy gold because the gold prices are like lower than ever. So they buy gold on a cheaper prices, they buy everything on a cheaper prices because they every company is going to be bankrupt. So every company was want like to have some money after clearance thing. So in 1929 it happened. It's a black day, and this is the only thing regarding black which is good. Is a Black Friday. We feel happy for that.
Yeah.
You get my point.
Yeah.
So yes, this is a Black Friday thing, and related to the Black Friday, there are a lot of things regarding the Friday. Why I don't know why the people are behind this Friday thing. The Friday the 13th, everyone knows about that. There is a film story and the season on complete series on Friday the 13th. It's a really interesting story. Then our Jamaat have a belief or something which Rabiq Saab can shed the light on that. Friday the 10th, and then this Black Friday. So everyone and every religion and every sector is behind this Friday thing, and Friday is like a bechara thing. So, so I just want to add the Friday the 13th as well. The Friday the 13th was like Walha Wiccans, the Scottish, Irish, and Norwegian people having a belief of 12 gods. So in this in the Friday the 13th means the 13 number is unlucky in whole Europe,
Mm.
because this Walha Wiccans, Kabila, or we like some sect, it's a sect of Christianity, but they don't want, they have a lot of clash with Christianity. It's like Muslim and Ahmadis. So after that, these Walha Vikings people transformed into the Christianity. After that, you can see in the film. So what happened, that Walha Vikings people believe that there are 12 gods, and 12 gods were on a dinner table. They were eating they were having a dinner, and they didn't invite the 13th god, whose name is Loki. And when the Loki came to know that these 12 gods are there and I am the 13th one, I am not there. So he went there, he saw that, and he asked them, why you haven't invited me? So the one of the gods said to the other that he stop us to invite you. And then the 13th Loki one killed the other one. So there will be like a bloodshed in that time. So that's why this 13th number, the Friday the 13th, is unlucky number. No, and they avoid, the people, the Gora people and European people avoid 12 people sitting on a dinner table. They
Mm.
cannot like afford it, and it's a superstitious thing or a myth for them. On the same time, the Friday 13th myth is like this. And when we talk about and one more thing, very interesting things regarding our religious point of view, that Jesus was hanged on sleep was a day before. It was Friday the 13th, and he was hanged on Sabbath day, the Saturday. So that was 13th as well. So that's why it's an unlucky number in their beliefs, and all over the place it's 13th is not a lucky number for them.
That's incredible. Great info.
Yep. And now coming back to the point of Black Friday, we like EE have very good deals like iPhones, especially on iPhone and Samsung. If you want to do insurance thing, they are not binding you like bound of contract like 24 month or 12 month. They are giving you on a Black Friday deal. They are giving you like for iPhone 11 or 12. They are giving just for per month 784, and you are not bound with a contract. Whenever you feel that you are comfortable with your mobile, it's a new mobile, so it took 3-4 months to use with this toy. So once you will feel comfortable, or before this, during this, if you damage your mobile, you can claim that on it will be next day delivery for you. So with this thing. And he is giving for iPhone 12 Pro Max, where Murabbi Sahib is, I know that he is very interested in iPhone 12 Pro Max. He is giving a Black Friday deal with zero upfront cost, with free delivery, 100 gigs of data for 73 per month for 24 months. So there will be no upfront cost. They have just deducted that thing for Black Friday deal. Otherwise, there is 100 or 200. I don't know, but it's a big amount you have to pay as an upfront cost. Same like if you are a customer of EE and having Samsung, it will be 584 per month, and you can claim next day delivery if you damage your phone. This is from my side. Back to Mr. Humayun Sahab.
Jazakumullah. Thank you for that, Mubarak. Speaking from EE studio there. Guys, does anyone have any questions for Mubarak as he's on? I have a question. Mubarak, is this a good time to invest in the phone, would you say? Better than the rest of the year? Or should we
And
wait a bit more?
it depends on which brand you want. Like for iPhone, or for, I will not say Samsung, I will say iPhone 12 or Note 20, Note 20 Mystic Bronze. It like, if you will go for this Note 20 thing, that's the best time. It I know this is a really expensive phone, 1,500 pound, but you will feel a massive difference because I used this Note 20 Mystic Bronze today. It's perfect for vlogging. It's perfect for everything. You cannot like judge that if you are making a video from DSLR, a professional with a professional, a very good lens, and on the other hand you are using Note 20 camera, you cannot feel the difference.
Mm.
So this is the best time for Note things, not for iPhone 12, because iPhone 11 and 12, to be honest, I have used both 11 and 12, but I haven't feel any difference as far as the camera concerned or other things are concerned. I know that it hurts Rabbi Saab because he is iPhone user, but still, Rabbi Saab, I'm sorry, I'm iPhone user as well, but I will recommend this Note things. It's a different toy to use. Yeah.
Yes, I totally agree with that. But once iPhone, always an iPhone, I say. Uh,